All right, let's do this. Let's not complain about the past. Let's just go ahead and move forward with the present. It's your boy Lucas Vader here, going ahead and doing video on, you see the title for the video, the new season of Dragon Ball Fighters, and it has been a great season 2. Shouts out to Goichi for finally being able to take home the trophy, and I'm sure the nice prize money that he got, and all the competitors in the World Tour Finals. But now that season 2 is wrapped up, and a little bit of the information that we have for season 3, especially careful in UI Goku. Season 3 will finally be upon us February 26th. And this is just a video talking about what I would like to see going into the season, what I think needs to be changed, what they should do, what they can do. Well, I don't know what they can do, or they'll even listen to me at all. I'm just a little Timmy myself, to be honest. But just my opinion on, mostly everything season 3 related. And the first thing I would like to start off on is that I think they're really dropping the ball by not adding stages. Apparently, obviously, it's not February 26th yet, and it has been confirmed or deconfirmed that they're not adding stages, but we've only had one stage in 2 years. Not having the Tournament of Power stage. Yes, granted, it could definitely just be a placeholder for the dramatic finish with Jiren and Frieza and Goku. But, I mean, the dramatic finish for Janemba and Gogeta is on fucking King Kai's planet. I mean, it's on the Otherworld planet or whatever it's called. It's not in hell, so I definitely don't think we'll be getting the Tournament of Power stage. I just think they're really dropping the ball there. So many iconic places that people would love to see in this game that people would pay money for. I would pay money for the stages instead of just getting dramatic finishes. I don't know if that's the cheaper option for them because, you already have the model for the characters and you're just making it into a cinematic. But I think not adding, Kame's house, Snake Way, King Kai's planet, Hell, like I said, adding Kami's Lookout, all those places is really dropping the ball. I mean, by God, the hyperbolic time chamber would be literally the best training stage of any fighting game ever, probably. But that's just what I would like to see if they could eventually do it. But if they're not doing it, I think that's just them really dropping the ball there. Now, next, something that I also truly did love is after Saturday when we got the confirmation of season 3. Obviously all the assists and all that is going to be in a completely different video, probably around the time when we actually get the patch and I can, talk about it then. But that's going to be craziness when in and of itself, just by itself, assist. So I didn't really want to get on that. I could talk about that for the whole, however long this video is going to be. But it's showing that Fuzzies have been nerfed in some kind of way or just maybe completely eradicated out of the game, or at least rising jump Ls. I don't love that at all. I think that's really Timmy to do that. I think it's really casual to do that. Fuzzies are in literally every fighting game ever. It's just more relevant in this game because you have Broly, who's literally 9'6", and Cell, who's like 9 feet tall too, and Android 16, who's gigantic, and they have great air mobility in this game. You're able to control your character, their movement so well. I mean, I think the only other game that you can compare it to is Guilty Gear or maybe even a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in that area. And in that game, I mean, Sentinel is great, but if he's not in the air, he's getting dealt with Fuzzies all the time by Storm or Magneto, instant overheads as well. So I think instead of just nerfing that or doing something like that, y'all get to see, oh, no, you don't, actually. But instead of doing that and just, if that's the direction they're trying to go, obviously it's not the 26 yet. We don't know everything, but I think this would be the better option. And I did this combo today. Whoop, whoop, pat me on the back. I think if characters like Broly, Android 16, and Cell could survive the triple Spirit Bomb combo, I think that'd be the best. This combo does exactly 12,847 damage. So if you give them up to 13,000 health, you can still give them a chance. Even if they get hit by this, they could still be able to survive and be able to pop sparking or raw tag and get them out of there to be able to still live for a little bit longer. So I think that would have been the best option to deal with Fuzzies. And obviously GT Goku and Kid Buu get knocked down a step. They get like 8,000. Adult Gohan, Bardock get around 9,000, and so on and so forth. But just leveling out health differentiations between the more mix-ups that the character has to deal with. And I think that would have been the best way to deal with it. I really don't love this removal, if it is, or whatever they're doing, the direction they're trying to go. But I think this would be the better option, to be honest. And like I said, I'm no pro. I don't know everything about anything. And I think what would be a great idea is if they had, the competitors all gather around, have them stay a little bit longer in France and get their ideas on the game and pick their brain about it and get their opinions for it and see what they have to say and what they would like to see changed. The people that actually made the top 16 who played the game at the highest level. But if not, then, doing Timmy stuff like that is not great. I don't like homogenizing the game so everybody's on an even playing field. That's not how fighting games are supposed to work. And especially about giving everybody on an even playing field. I don't love this new EX Spark that they're doing when you have one character left. I would like to apologize because I thought that Teen Gohan thing was because of the new EX Spark, but apparently not. He does that almost 8,000 damage in Sparking from a raw level 5 already when he's in Sparking. So I would like to apologize about that. Maybe I overreacted that way, but honestly, like I said, we don't know all the details and everything yet. So I would just like to not see this be a huge prevalent factor in it. People are calling it the new X Factor or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I just hope it's nothing that super, super sways the tides of the match a lot. You're rewarding somebody for losing and you're penalizing the person who's winning because they're better than that person. I mean, get good. What can I say? That's the easy way to say it, but I think it's really just that simple. Get good. If you want to be able to be on that even playing field with them, don't penalize them because they're better than that person. I think literally if you gain that 1 meter and that's it, I think that is the best option for that if you have one character left. If they have 3 characters and you have one character. If they have 3 characters left, you get 2 meters maybe. If they have 2 characters left and you only have one, you get 1 meter. I think that's the best option. I don't even just truly like that. But if they did that, I think that's not super will affect the match that much. I mean, it will, but it won't at the same time. And they can move on with that. And I think people will be able to rest their hats on more than it if it's anything more than that. Yeah, y'all got to keep watching this video because this is my first time doing a combo like this. And yeah, let me say that too. I'm also not a pro. I'm not anybody that truly has any weight into what they say. I've never competed in tournaments like that. I've been to a couple, but I've never done any well. But this is just my game. I love it, and I want to stand in and I want to push forward the game in any way I can. So I think me just getting my opinion out is just what I want to do. So fuck y'all if y'all don't like my opinion. And if you want to voice your opinion, also put it in the comment section or do your own thing too as well. That's only good for everybody, honestly. But also too, speaking about meter, which I just did before I got on that little tangent, I think the meter penalty should be less strict. I think it should be you gain half as much bar as you do if you already spent it in the combo and like an EX move. I think it's when it takes into effect. I think after Vanish, how it is fine. But after an EX move, you gain half as much bar as you do normally. I think that'd be the best thing. And bringing back double supers. They said they were taking out double supers so the game could have more variety, but it ended up actually doing the opposite of that. You don't see TNs anymore. You don't see... you stopped seeing Goku Blast a long time ago. So you stopped seeing characters like TN and all the other characters that could do the double super. Beerus's. I know even Beerus got a lot of love because he'd allow characters to do double supers. So if you bring that back, if they can admit that they're wrong about that, I think if they bring it back, they would admit that they were wrong about it. And I don't know if they would just, be on board for that because then, anything people complain about, they'll have to listen to more then. And also too, I think you need to have more block damage in this game to defer people from just sitting back and blocking your Ki Blast or your beam all day. I think if you did, like Broly or Frieza or Android 21, the zoners in this game, quote unquote, that if, everybody had more chip damage or block damage on their moves, I think that would be great for the game too as well. It would also help things to go by faster, especially with double supers and the meter penalty not being as strict anymore. And with that, I think the key charging thing is also a great idea too, to be able to reflect Ki Blast if that's how it is. If it's only truly weak projectiles and not, heavy projectiles like Broly or Trunks or I don't think Nappa's is hard like that or Jiren's. I don't think Jiren's is even a Ki Blast like that at all. I think it's like almost brain property. But if you can sit back and just key charge while they're doing that, I think that's a great thing. It's a move in the game literally no one uses besides Frieza players when they throw out the disc. I think that's a great option to be able to incentivize people to key charge more. And also, too, they said they wanted players to be able to show more individuality in the game. Another way to show more individuality is to give characters more special moves and command normals. I noticed they more so started doing that when I think Cooler with his 3H and he has like a forward and backward for every L and M and the key blast button. But before then, characters are getting ragged on for mostly playing alike. So I think that's why you see characters now, they all do the horizontal 2H instead of it being vertically going up and down, so they can try and alleviate characters feeling too much alike. But I mean, that's something taken away from their DLC. That's taken away from their characters that they can more profit on instead of just giving you free moves and a new patch. So I understand it, but I would still love to see that too, regardless. And kind of also going into that notion with more command normals and things, there's more mix-up options. The Kill Sage touched on it during the World Tour Finals and the wrap-up show. Literally, Kid Buu, he said it, Kid Buu, Teen Gohan, and Adult Gohan are the only solo functional characters that can mix you up by themselves, mostly without, the use of the universal mechanics of the game, sparking. When you EX legs, of course, they can reflect you out of it, but if they bait it or if they're looking for it, then you die. And if they don't do anything and they just want to sit and block all day, they're put in a 50-50 situation from having to block 2 highs or 1 high into a low or empty jump into a low. So with that, I would just love them to see if they don't want to give characters more moves or more command normals, then putting, obviously, I hope the buffs are good and they're able to give characters more solo functionality without sparking or universal game mechanics. Also, going back to the whole fuzzy thing and giving characters more options to be able to do solo mix-ups and not having to rely on their team so much. This character right here, Majin Buu, at the end of season 1, he was getting a lot of play, or a lot of people were looking at him actually because his mix was crazy at the end season 1. But after they nerfed Fat Toss and having the player airborne now, and around season 2, people kind of dealt with it too, but he's been doing solo fuzzies on the whole cast since season 1, before this whole universal fuzzy thing or fuzzies super became prevalent in season 2. So how does that work on him? I hate the thing when it's a stealth nerf to characters through universal changes, like Piccolo and Gotenks with the meter nerf and snapbacks with them. Literally Gotenks is mostly the same character besides the 5 overhead jump L, but you don't run him anymore because you can't set play with him anymore. And I would just love to see characters get things like that back. Did I already talk about double supers needs to be brought back too as well? But that would kind of be, that would be Arc Sys admitting that they messed up on that as well. But yeah, man, just season 3 in a whole, I just think it's going to be great. I want it to be great. I want it to be everything I wish for and more, and what we all wish for and more. You guys got to hold this video one last time for sure, though. But but it's your boy, Lucas Invader. I've been doing my thing. I got a call. I can't really just talk about everything I want to talk about. I guess characters for the last 3 spots, I would think, since GT Goku is the only GT character in the game, I think GT character would be a safe bet. Super 17, Baby Vegeta. My wish for the most character I want to see the most is Maju, but it'll more than likely be Omega Shenron with a dramatic finish with GT Goku on the West City Destroyed stage. Roshi should have been in the game from jump, so I think he's more than likely a really great chance. And Raditz, I just think he fits this game so well. I guess because Base Vegeta and Base Goku are in the game. But, he's the last main villain from the original Dragon Ball Z series that's not in it yet. So let me know what you guys think and the characters you would love to see and the changes you would love to see in Season 3. But I'm your boy, Lucas Invader. That's all I have for today. And hopefully I'll see you guys around the time the new patch goes live for Season 3.